Raydium. So, my God, Raydium is honestly one of the stronger projects in the Solana ecosystem. And as we're seeing this sort of ridiculous growth in Solana that we have been seeing over the past year or so, there's got to be an expectation that we're going to see that growth translate to a lot more volume on dexes, and inevitably some serious price appreciation for something like Raydium. So I want to take a look at Raydium and really talk about where this can go. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what this spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos I showed myself buying up these coins, and if you'd have done the same, say you popped $100 into each of them when I released the videos, you'd have got in at these prices. And these are what your profits would have been after about 16 months. If you'd have done it for all 26, $100 into each would have netted you a profit of over 123 grand. And that's in under a year and a half. Crypto market is like no other market. Now, I sold these, but I do share the coins that I own on my website, which is copymycrypto.com. So, if you were to join today, you would immediately see my entire portfolio. Whenever I add to it with a new coin, I let my members know what coin I'm adding, at what price, as well as what percentage of my cash I'm going to put in. When I sell a coin, I also let my members know what coin I'm selling and at what price. So this removes all the work for the members. They make the exact same profit as me, but they don't have to do anything at all. And if you don't have your portfolio sorted, if you're not confident in what you've got, or you don't even have a portfolio, now is actually the time to do something about it. We're in a bull cycle, but we've had this sideways action, probably going to maintain for the remainder of the month, if not pull back. So this is the perfect time to sort your portfolio out. You'll be able to buy cryptos at better prices. And if you go to copymycrypto.com, you'll see what the members have made. You'll see what I've said in the past. And you'll see why there's thousands of members on the site. And if you read through it all, I think you'll realize it's a site you've got to give a chance, guys. Now, Raydium banged in the last bull cycle. You know, really did rally pretty well. You know, hit highs of like $15. Might have been a decent bit higher than that, $16.93. Obviously, well, after the crash, Raydium got hit hard. And why is that? Well, we saw a lot of crap happening around Solana and the Solana ecosystem. This was in large part due to Sam Bankman-Fried, Alameda Research, FTX's overall collapse, and there was a real legitimate fear circulating that, you know, Solana would struggle to recover. That has obviously not been the case. Now, Raydium is an AMM and DEX, what's good about Raydium is, look, it's probably the go-to place these days for Solana. They provide on-chain liquidity to a central limit order book, so it means that funds deposited into Raydium are converted into limit orders, which sit on Serum's order book. This gives Raydium's liquidity pools access to all of Serum's order flow, as well as using their existing liquidity. The Ray token is the utility token that can be staked. It can, and you can earn fees, protocol fees on it. You can stake it to receive IDO allocations, and you can use it for governance voting. The founders of Raydium are Alpha Ray. Alpha Ray leads the overall strategy, operations, product direction, and business development for Raydium. They've got a background in algorithmic trading. And after diving into DeFi in the summer of 2020, Alpha saw a market need for an order book AMM to aggregate liquidity. Excuse me. And with the release of Serum, pulled together a team of experienced trading developers to tackle the problem head on. Now, when we actually jump onto Raydium, you can see the sort of range of opportunities you've got here. So they've got the accelerator, which obviously these are pools that you can participate in to basically claim and get hold of some of these coins. Plenty have actually gone through. As you can see, they're getting filled at staggering rates on a consistent basis as well. Like all of these have blasted percentage-wise in terms of the target and what got filled. Which again, very, very good sign overall. Now, within the farms on Raydium as well. Oh, something just went wild. What happened? There we go. Within the Raydium farms, you've got Raydium Fusion, the ecosystem ones, and staked. Again, this is staking liquidity pools to earn tokens. Obviously, this is a good way for earning. It is worth noting, you know, there is significant risk to staking liquidity pool tokens. If you have never deep dived into what impermanent loss is, I would highly recommend that before you ever touch a liquidity pool, because you do need to understand your risks, because they may be offering a phenomenal yield, but if you do not have, if these coins are massively fluctuating, you could end up losing more than you gain. And that happens quite often. Total value locked, not too bad on some of these, you know, $250,000, $500,000. Weirdly, I don't know what's happening with Raydium right now though, it is glitching a tad. Quite a tad actually. Which is very odd. Alright, let's try again. So rather than going to farms, then let's look at pools. Yeah, it's glitching somewhat. Okay, fine. So while that's glitching away, let's take a look at what's actually happening with regards to Raydium's overall growth. So total value locked as of right now apparently is $778 million. So quite significantly more than the market cap, which is a good sign, showing the usage that's occurring. While obviously Raydium is not being heavily traded on centralized exchanges, on DEXs, I would expect that we're going to see some pretty good data showing a decent amount of holders. So we can have a look based on both Solana and Binance Smart Chain. Shouldn't be too many coins circulating in the Binance Smart Chain, 447, that's about right. If we have a look on Solana, address, I'm not going to have any holder info either. Okay. Price. Interesting. Okay. So we'll get Solscan up and find it. And there you go, 175,000 holders. This is looking strong. This is looking super strong. When you realize that level of holders, bear in mind the market cap is 400 million. That's a lot of holders. And I would expect that we're going to see more significant growth for Raydium moving forward, especially as the Solana ecosystem continues to grow. Now, if we can show Solana ecosystem, what we should be seeing here is quite significant overall growth. Obviously, you've got Dog with Hat. Just some of these meme coins, man. I don't understand how people can get so swept up in meme coins. Dog with Hat, Bonk are obviously banging. Graph's doing well. Wormhole doing well. Jupiter doing well. Python Network, excellent. Book of Meme, another one that's done well. Jitto, another one that's done well. Cats and No Dogs, wow, Jesus Christ. But what we are seeing is a lot of growth. And actually, when you look at the volume that's coming through a lot of these, it's big volume coming through the centralized exchanges. So we would again be seeing quite big bloody volume coming through the DEXs. Now, again, we can then go here. Now, obviously, in the last 24 hours, Raydium has banged in terms of market share. Now, that's not always true. That's actually pretty, that's the first time I've seen Raydium top spot. But trading volume just on Raydium, $750 million. Raydium is looking stronger and stronger and stronger. And again, the reality is look, the coin itself fuels the ecosystem. What's that coin going to do? Well, previous high was nearly $17. Can it hit $17 again? Very, very possibly. I think one thing is worth noting is, look, its first initial target has to be $5. It's not quite got above that yet this cycle. It's got to get above $5 before we can even consider double digits as a potential. But this has grown really well. The level of volume coming through is reflective of the amount of money that's circulating in Solana. It's reflective of the amount of excitement the Solana ecosystem continues to sort of push out. Definitely not one to sleep on. I think $5 is a very fair target, but I think this is one that truly has the potential to run up to beat its previous high with the growth that Solana's had. We could see a $20 coin here, but it's got a long way to go before it's going to get there. So I wouldn't be looking at $20 being possible until, or even $10 possible until it's actually hit the $5 target and stayed above it. After that, then everything is open and we can discuss, and I'll come back to it because I do think there's a lot of potential here. The volume again keeps surging on Raydium. Things are looking strong. And Solana has really recovered well from its issues that it had after Sam Bankman-Fried. So props to Solana. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. And guys, if you want to make the same profits as me in this bull cycle, you can do. All you have to do is go over to copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share with my members the coins that I own. Whenever I find a crypto that I think is going to make me a lot of money, I jump onto my site. I tell my members about the coin that I'm going to buy, the profits I think that coin can have, the percentage of my cash I'm going to put in, the price I'm buying it at. When I sell a coin, I do the same thing. I tell my members what coin I'm selling it and at what price. All work for my members that are removed. They make the exact same profit, but they don't have to do anything at all. If you want to see what the members have made, that's on the site. If you want to see what I've said in the past and the successes the site has had, that's on the site. It's all public record as well. You can verify it all. If you don't have your portfolio sorted, now is actually the time to get it sorted because we're having a bit of a pullback right now, but once that pullback is over, the market is going to rocket. So make sure your portfolio is sorted before then. And if you go to copymycrypto.com, I think you'll realize that it can help you out, guys. And that's it from me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.